Let's then turn to the story that is dominating the headlines across the cities of this country. The Maggi muddle that just gets bigger every day. After Delhi, 4 other states today have imposed a ban for various periods of time on the sale of the 2-minute noodle. Tamil Nadu is the 5th state to ban the product today. In fact, the ban now transcending borders. Even Nepal has taken Maggi off its shelf. The heat on Maggi has put the focus also on other packaged products. Nestle, though, has finally gone on a PR offensive in a bid to arrest falling sales.
हमने मैगी नहीं खानी, हमने मैगी नहीं खानी, मैगी में हमने मैगी नहीं खानी.
This is what has become of the country's favorite snack. The Maggi soup has left a bitter aftertaste. As protests gather steam, Maggi lost its flavor, and many popular haunts selling instant noodles bore a deserted look. Maggi pulled off shelves from government-run stores and supermarkets.
I'm standing here at one of the Kendriya Bhandar store, and other top brands like Top Ramen, Yippee and Maggi are out of the shelves. The sale of other brands also have dipped considerably because people are now more aware and conscious about the noodle consumption as a whole, irrespective of the brand.
The crackdown began at Nestle India's warehouses.
अगर किसी भी प्रोडक्ट का, किसी भी कंपनी का, कोई भी ब्रांड का अनसेफ खाद्य पदार्थ मिलेगा तो उसके सामने भी इसी प्रकार की कड़क कार्रवाई गुजरात सरकार करेगी.
In the capital, the food authority officials went into a huddle over the red flags raised by the Maggi soup, while other products also go under the scanner.
Why isolate Nestle? Pick up the samples for other manufacturers also, so that you have a clarity on it.
While sales plummeted and Nestle India shares extended losses for the second consecutive, the company went into damage control mode. In a bid to dispel the bad publicity, Nestle made it clear that its own tests showed that Maggi noodles were fit for consumption.
So let's give you a comprehensive picture of which state is doing what with Maggi noodles. Tamil Nadu is the latest to ban Maggi this evening. Who else has red flagged it across the country? Mahasidiki gives you the Maggi map of India.
Well, even as the centre awaits results from all the states about the presence of lead and MSG in Maggi noodles, certain states have gone ahead and already taken some precautionary measures by taking Maggi off the shelves. Delhi is one of the first few states that has banned Maggi for a period of 2 weeks. Next comes Kerala. Kerala has also decided to take Maggi off the shelves despite the fact that some of their results did not show the presence of lead. But Maharashtra is one of the few states that has given an all-clear signal to Maggi noodles, the other state being Goa. Goa has also decided that they will continue to let Nestle put its product Maggi on the shelves there. Next, we'll talk about Uttar Pradesh and in fact Uttarakhand before Uttar Pradesh, in fact, which has also today, this morning, banned Maggi in the state. It's a blanket ban as far as Uttarakhand is concerned. Uttar Pradesh, of course, was one of the first few states to have discovered the presence of lead in Maggi. It has banned Maggi in the state. Next comes Gujarat. Gujarat has also taken the step of banning Maggi for a period of 1 month till all the results are out. And finally, let's talk about Jammu and Kashmir. That has also banned Maggi supplies within the state till all the test results are out.
Okay, so that's what's happening across the states. Now, also in trouble are the brand ambassadors. Yesterday, an FIR was filed, and today, more FIRs are being filed against the brand ambassadors of Maggi. Joining me now is Aditi Govitrikar. I spoke to her a little while ago, someone who's been a brand ambassador for several products, and she is the one I want to ask that big question. Aditi, in the Maggi case, FIRs being filed against the brand ambassadors, in your view, is this a knee-jerk reaction, or do you believe your fellow actors must take some responsibility for alleged misadvertising?
Well, I think celebrities do have a social responsibility, but in case of Maggi, I think there is a major upheaval wherein, and I don't think here, in this case especially, celebs should be held responsible at all.
You're saying celebs should not be held responsible at all in the case of Maggi, but let's say when you or any celebrity endorses a package, do any of you show due diligence? Do you actually find out a little more about the product you are endorsing, or is it simply at the end of the day about the money and the check you get for advertising a product?
Well, it is not only about money. Sure, I mean, we all are here to make money. We are not here to do charity. But having said that, these are products which are allowed in our country with a certain legal, rules and regulations which are given to them by the government bodies. And so once we get that okay, fine, these are approved to be distributed in our country, then it automatically means to us that these are safe for consumption by public.
But Aditi, let's take your case. You are a doctor who's been a model and an actor. You've endorsed Coca-Cola. Many believe that Coca-Cola has, is not exactly the best product for health. It's also had its share of controversy. Do you think there are these products which someone should not be endorsing because there could be certain health repercussions involved in these products?
Well, the thing is, whether I endorse it or not, it's not like it's directly harmful. Anything in excess is harmful. So yeah, sure, I have done Coca-Cola, but having said that, if you have it in limited quantities, it is not dangerous. Similarly, for any other product that I have endorsed, if you go overboard consuming it, it is harmful, even if it is a natural or a safe product. So the responsibility does not lie with the celebrity or the company per se, but it also lies with the consumer, that they have to be aware that anything in excess is going to be harmful to them.
Are you okay with doing, for example, fairness creams ads, which again find themselves in controversy? You've done ponds in the past. Do you believe this entire industry again also has to questions to be raised there as well?
Well, I mean, if one needs to change the skin color, then the awareness should be given to them that no, brown or a darker skin color is beautiful. Having said that, if the person is then saying that no, I want to get a little more fairer, then the person is responsible for it. So yeah, sure, I will do a fairness cream ad, because I don't think there is any harm in a person feeling like, okay, he or she needs to change their skin color. That does not mean that I believe that brown skin or darker skin is not beautiful. I think that skin color is stunning. But it is the person's responsibility to decide how or how good they want to look or how they want to accept themselves. Like similar case in plastic surgery, if a person feels that they need to change a certain feature about them, it is their choice. It is the doctor's responsibility or the person to explain to them that these are the pitfalls.
No, we're coming down to the question for responsibility, particularly in the Maggi case. Who's responsible? Is it the product itself today which has to answer the questions? Is it the advertiser who's being accused of misadvertising? Is it the brand ambassador, or is it the consumer who wants to consume packaged food? Who do you believe is primarily responsible?
I think it is the responsibility of the company, because if lead was found in excess more than the permissible limit, then the company is responsible. Second responsibility should be taken by the authorities who have allowed the distribution, and the FDA and all those organizations which have allowed the distribution of Maggi in our country.
So you're saying the celebrities, the brand ambassadors should not be responsible in any way. So if Maggi comes to Aditi Govitrikar tomorrow, will you do a Maggi ad?
No, not right now. With the awareness that the lead levels are more than are approved, I will not do it. So this is what I mean.
You're saying you will not do it, but I know a year from now, let's say if Maggi is cleared, if it's found that this was much ado about nothing, will you then go ahead and do a Maggi ad, even though there may be those who may express concern on certain possible adverse consequences of eating Maggi?
Yes, if it is within the permissible levels, why not? So I will make sure, especially in case of Maggi, that the required additives and preservatives are within the limits which are okay for human consumption.
So I'm going to ask you one last time, will you eat Maggi tomorrow morning, or do you believe all this is a knee-jerk reaction by the authorities?
This is a knee-jerk reaction for sure, but like I said, if it is more than the permissible levels, then it is a fact, and that's why I will not eat Maggi tomorrow morning. But if they improve on the product and give me assurance that no, this is within permissible level, there is no MSG in it, I will definitely eat it.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Aditi Govitrikar batting there for the brand ambassadors who have come out strongly and said they must not be held liable for what's gone on in Maggi. Thanks very much for joining us here on the news today.